Dude, we kept on skipping over 69 people watching. It's pissing me off.
Welcome. Thank you
Go
for
right to
69
72.
people.
Hello and welcome everyone to another all-time scary video. My name is Alltime, and before we get started, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to all of the new subscribers to my channel. My last video blew up way beyond my own expectations, so thank you all so much for subscribing. I'm sure you'll enjoy a lot of the videos I'm going to make, especially this one. Secondly, I always like to remind everyone that not every Mandela effect is going to affect everyone. Sometimes one of these will affect you, sometimes all of them will affect you, and sometimes none of them will.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to insert that this is total bullshit.
And look at other people's experiences. It's pretty fascinating. Especially in the last video, there are tons of great comments. Anyway, here's my definition for what a Mandela effect is.
Ah, don't care. We all know what it is.
Pause the video.
Yeah.
Now, without further ado, here are 5 brand new Mandela effects. Number 1. Do any of you remember the classic card game Uno?
Yes.
A lot of people have played this game since it was released in 1971, yet seemingly everyone has been playing it wrong. There are 2 popular moves in this card game that everyone seems to know and has used before, but actually have never been in the Uno rules and aren't legal within the game. Somehow, though, seemingly everyone knows them and has used them throughout Uno's history. Recently, the official Uno Twitter account has been calling people out over these 2 moves and claiming that they have never been in the rules and that they've never been allowed before in Uno.
All right. Get on with it.
Bizarre,
Okay.
right? Let me break down the
Okay,
2
so
rules
basically
and you can remember them.
people started
The first
playing a
one
game a
is
certain
stacking,
way.
which is when one player puts down a draw 2 card, then the next player, instead of drawing 2, places their draw 2 card on top of it and it gets passed down to the next player. So the next player would have to draw 4 instead of 2. So that is called stacking and can go on indefinitely until the last player who can't stack has to draw that many cards. Turns out that has never been allowed,
we made better rules.
Everyone has used it.
The
second popular Uno move that has never once been allowed in the rules is essentially drawing
certain
cards
rules
until you
gain
get the card you need.
popularity.
Supposedly, if you don't have the right card, you only need to draw 1 card and then end your turn. I can't be the only one out there who remembers dozens of hilarious games where you or someone else had to keep drawing until they got the card that they needed. Sometimes even forcing their hand to grade over 20
fucking
cards.
cares.
This is a major Mandela effect.
Oh,
for
dude,
me
this is a
because that
Mandela
rule
effect,
now
bro.
that doesn't
This
exist.
is just
That
a
was my
common
favorite
house
part of
rule
Uno
then.
growing
Like
up.
everybody just
That's why I
plays it
love
that
that
way.
game. I love watching people have to stack.
I don't
and
think he
draw
knows
and
what
draw and
Mandela
draw.
effect means.
So tell me in the comments, do you remember doing either
Pause
of
this
those
real
two
quick.
things? If so, how is it possible that so many of us across America and potentially the world
I don't think
play
that's
the same
wrong.
game, the same way, with the same rules, yet those rules never existed?
Oh, no.
I can't wait to read these comments.
Number 2. When did the carrying of the Olympic flame begin? I'll give you a second to think about this.
Oh,
What year
fuck.
was it? From what I always understood, this has existed as long as the Olympics have. That the ancient Greeks considered fire to be a divine element, a symbol connecting mankind and the
So
gods.
you remembered
Back
history
then, a flame
wrong.
burned
That's not
permanently
a
in the
Mandela.
Hera, the same place where the Olympic flame is ultimately
At the beginning
brought
of this
to
video,
today.
he gave us the
But no,
description of Mandela effect.
The Olympic
Yet
flame
he's got
relay
it wrong
began
so
in
far.
1936 in Berlin, Germany. Yeah.
I don't think
Everyone
he
will
paused
remember
to
the
read
Earth
it.
as being
What about
round,
you?
but the Mandela effect will tell
As it
you
is
that
now,
it is
the
flat.
Olympic torch relay was nothing more than Nazi propaganda. So tell me in the comments below, does that sound right to you? Was the
Oh
first
my
Olympic
God,
torch relay
that-
started in
Olympic
1936?
torch was
Or do
Nazi
you remember
propaganda.
being
Did he
there
just
since
think
the
that?
beginning? I can't be the only
I'm
one.
gonna
Yeah.
fucking
Number
believe
3.
so.
Think back to the Disney classic.
He
The
might be
Lion
a flat
King.
earther.
Remember the characters
Okay, this
Timon
one might be
and
Mandela
Pumbaa?
effect.
How do you spell Pumbaa? Is it with 1A or is it with 2? While you make your decision, I'll let you know how I discovered this one. The new Lion King
I'm
remake is
terrible
coming
at
out, and
spelling.
each character has their own poster with their
Yeah.
image and name on it. While looking through
Just
these,
being
It's
bad
not
at spelling
Mandela
is equal
effect.
Mandela effect.
was it always spelled that way? Here you go. It's Pumbaa.
I don't ever
with
recall
2 A's.
writing
Yeah.
Pumbaa.
What do you think?
2 A's.
Is that the correct
always
way to
been with
spell it,
2
or does
A's.
Pumbaa with 1A feel more accurate? Let me know.
Okay,
in the
one of
comments
these
below.
has to be
And it's
Mandela
funny, too,
effect.
because
Come
I
on,
wasn't
dude.
the only one
Considering
who
where
took
the
shots.
where the story takes
Here are a bunch of
place.
tweets I screenshotted that had the same exact reaction.
Oh, that person's an idiot too. Okay.
I can't believe I misremembered how to spell a character's name from a Disney film.
Je suis Pumbaa. Je suis Pumbaa.
Yeah. I've never spelled this ever.
Yeah, who the
All right,
fuck?
let's go on to Nesby.
Number
and Fuck
4.
this guy. This
I
guy.
recently went up to a mountain casino.
He's just
where I
like, just
We're sorry.
yeah.
We apologize on behalf of whoever the fuck this guy is, who probably gets an half of views.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh fuck! Never mind. Go back. Go back. Mandela effect.
What's that?
Go back to the
Why is his
safe
face
form.
white?
That was sarcasm, bull.
I thought he was about to go back. I was like, wow.
Okay, guys, so God Exists 75. This one's going to be based
pause.
on dogs. And
Dogs.
Why is his face so white? It's scaring me.
No matter how many people go into his comment section and tell him to flip his phone, he will not, and that's why.
Yeah.
This is God.
I like to think that actually his face is that size.
It's about that size. It's not that distorted. No.
If you look at it in a certain way, we're all like the Power Rangers, and he's our Zordon right now.
He needs 5 teenagers with attitude to tell you about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
This is his 75th attempt.
the
Now,
fact
this is
that
the
they
righteous
cannot
judge.
cry from emotion or shed tears from emotion.
Huh?
That's
Look,
my
it's
dog,
Maria.
Max.
Hey, doggy.
Wait, is proof of God is a dog?
Dude, he has a really skinny hand.
Anyway, that little guy is literally walking proof, breathing proof as well,
Yeah.
of an argument
walking, he's
of
breathing.
God existing.
Ow.
Plus, also,
How?
the
My brain
plan
just broke.
amongst humans and this earth. Even though it looks
don't
bad,
think you're human.
it's...
You can't just gloss over that. Like, you gotta explain.
Yeah.
And let me explain.
Here you
Oh,
go.
yeah,
No,
please
that
do.
would make a
Dogs
video more
cannot
than
cry
45 seconds
from
long. Can't do that.
emotions or shed tears. Dog backwards is God.
Oh my fucking.
I mean, I was struggling. I was struggling with the dogs can't cry from emotion, but then he brought out dog spelled backwards is God.
Argument ad reversium? Like,
Fig, guess what? Fig spelled backwards is GIF. Mind blown.
Mind fucking just.
Taco
Oh my
cat
goodness.
backwards is taco cat.
Get the fuck out of my head.
Does that mean in Spanish the word for God is orep?
Oh goodness.
Thus,
Hey guys, I met Jesus once.
In German, the
God
word for
does not
dog-
cry
dog.
because Earth is under his control. He's writing the story.
There's
after
literally
all.
multiple times in the
And,
Bible where he
you
said
know,
he cried.
Existence began to exist. A
Did it?
physical area
Awesome.
regarding coordinates.
Existence
mandated.
means existence.
This dude
Taking
was
he
a
knows, like-
master at connect the fucking
In
dots. But
space.
no,
Is his face getting whiter?
So, thus God exists.
What's the quality of drug?
All that.
Dude, that's
fucking
when he thinks he has a point right there. He does like a weird.
He's expanding.
Touchdown. It's like when,
Max.
Even your dog looks at you like you're fucking retarded.
Touchdown.
Can I please go back to sleep?
The dog's just thinking,
He
you
doesn't
hurry
wanna
up and
buck
die so I
over
can
it.
eat your face.
He usually goes ape shit whenever someone says touchdown. So.
What?
He usually goes.
I
That's
couldn't
it.
come up with a better thumbnail for a video than that pose.
Oh god.
Like, you should just replace the thumbnail for this video with that picture, and you'll get a million hits.
I got the grab, guys. I got the grabs. The last two grabs you mentioned, I got them.
Bless you.
I like the dog so much more than him.
yeah, the dog was interesting.
Just film your dog and put it up on
Just
YouTube
film your
versus your
dog.
convincing people of Jesus. I get. Oh fuck me.
Oh,
Fuck. It
Why
can always
these
get
people-
worse.
Be out of the van again?
So I don't have that long, but I'm not foreseeing it
He's
take
turning
too
into
long to get out this
Megamind.
message. Basically,
The world's laziest dog.
I'm actually quite surprised how much freedom we still have in this world because they could have all systems synchronized. The local so-called government could have all people's files and everything.
Oh,
You know, they could know everything about you. But the way it is now, most of the databases are not together. So, like, an example
Here,
would
pause
be.
it real quick. Earth is seriously flat. Donated $2. Farts under pressure without a butthole. Globe mine.
Yeah. Have you guys come across Earth is Seriously Flat before? He's a flat
Oh, yeah,
earther
he's
who likes to
donated.
go. Yeah. He comes into my chat all the time and then just like spams a bunch of super chats to say things like love is putting children's websites and flat Earth together and stuff. So yeah, keep throwing that money at us because that will change our mind definitely.
Dude,
the more
I'm not
you donate to the
100%
Geek
sure
Room-
about. I'm not 100% sure about the shape of the Earth. If you keep on super chatting, I might be.
Yeah.
So please teach
I'll
me a
say
lesson.
this.
I mean, I'm just saying maybe.
I believe in the globe model, but you know what? I could be swayed.
Yeah, maybe a $50 super chat. In fact, if
Yeah.
I saw a $50 super chat from you, then I think we'll all become flat earthers. That's all it takes. It's just the money. So keep doing it.
Yeah.
Prove us wrong. Go.
In fact, like I send you my PayPal link. You send me like $100 right now.
I mean,
I am on your side.
I mean, that's how
I'm-
Brett Keane decided his religion. The Christians gave him more money, so he became a Christian. So I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure Anna will become a flat earther, and you might get her news for $100. So
There you go.
Like,
you get
That's
two
like a bargain.
things.
Yeah. But back to the video. Why is this guy 70% forehead?
I
no,
was
it's
wondering
like-
Also,
if
he has
that was
the
a
world's
camera
weakest eye.
angle or if it's just this much forehead.
I don't know. He like starts off way out here. When he talks, he's like, "So you know, females ain't shit. AI." So it's just like,
Does the carpet match the drapes?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't think
Really?
he understands like that. The microphone, even though it might be a little bit low, he still pick him up. He doesn't have to hold it like right here
Yeah.
for it. So it's just, Jesus.
You could
Christ.
say you're someone you're not, and they wouldn't even know. Like, you could have different names with the same other, like, social security, or like, well, I don't know what an example is. Same, like, driver's license number or something.
Yes, very
Even
good.
when dealing with the so-called government, the Jesuit Zionist Illuminati, who has taken over the whole world without most people even realizing it. GOCC, one of their videos, they said that when this system is finally built in its entirety, they're gonna go after the local police and just kill them off because they know that they're traitors, that they're willing to like sacrifice their own people. So that is true, except they're not even gonna have the ability to pull that off because they're not organized enough. And it is actually a form of grace from the Most High because they totally have the ability and they've had it for more than 20 years. I
So,
think. I mean,
not everyone
I might be
deserves the
wrong.
internet.
On the lead again.
All right, pause it.
But
Dude,
he was just like,
he actually,
I think I might be wrong.
What's that?
He's like, I think, but I might be actually wrong. The fuck was that?
What the fuck was that? What
Is this
one
dude
of his
pulling
eyes
it?
is
That was
one of
me.
his eyes is sativa, one of them is indica.
Yep.
He actually looks better than the live action Lion King, though. Check him out. A little mangy, but you know, maybe he could play Scar.
What's on the menu?
This is the guy that has like the massive hairy arms that we saw in the last time when he was like pointing. I think it was,
Like
like,
that
was
white-
that guy?
That's
like
that, yeah,
white
that's that guy.
hair.
Yeah.
Oh, it was that guy. Yeah, he just pointed at like some actress and was like, "That's a
That's
guy."
a man.
That's a
Fight. Did you know his
That
fight?
bar
Did
is
you
a
know his
man.
theory?
Is he a
What's his name?
transvestigation nutbag too?
Yeah, he's the one that thinks all the female actresses were once males and all the male actors were once female. Because
Well,
that,
I mean,
would-
you know what?
that would make
everybody
sense.
So here's the thing:
Everyone in
in
Hollywood is
2000, In 2018, the second highest paid actor in the world was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You go up to him and tell him he used to be a woman, please.
Dude, I would do it, please. And wear a shirt that says "Punch me." It's in America. It means something else.
Yeah.
It means hugs. Do it.
What was you gonna say, Boo?
I'm gonna pause this video and take it back up in a moment. Or not. Actually, what is the mark of the beast? The mark of the beast is when they synchronize all of those databases and all of those systems to whereas they completely organize it and it's no longer human beings.
Thanks a lot, Ronald Reagan.
Right, according to, I've got it on very good authority that the mark of the beast is actually RFID chips. Just ask the mind of God.
Yeah,
Dude, I work in engineering, and Anna does IT stuff. He said nothing in like 30 seconds. Like, that's impressive.
Did you really expect him to say
Science,
anything?
tech words, the end.
Like, did you really expect him to say anything of value? Like,
even when he's not in his van.
Says a lot of words, and all of it just amounts to nothing.
I hear that even when he's not in his van, he always keeps one eye on it.
Well, consider this: the size of the database he's actually talking about would be absolutely gigantic if every governmental database was actually just one huge giant database. That would be huge.
Yeah.
It would be unmanageable.
Yo,
it would be so
that
slow.
server room.
Oh god, yeah, it'd be nuts.
The database.
Puffalophicus, your flight flat Earth camera sensor is glitching. That's because he's CGI'd. You didn't know that.
Yeah, I am actually a NASA hologram. No, I don't exist. In fact, I'm on my channel right now at the same time.
Such a glitch. Why you saying it, which makes it great.
We were gonna go all out and get a hologram since we were coming back. It was either gonna be Fight or Tupac, so I think we went in the right direction. Yeah. No.
I don't know. I think we might have got more viewers with Tupac.
I don't think so.
Tupac said he was busy.
Hologram Tupac can't make it.
Yep. Yep.
All right, we got Pat Robertson next because fuck this guy, this fucking ape.
Oh Jesus!
Whoa!
President Trump wants to
Why is he melting?
to Saudi Arabia. That is a big mistake. Those people have killed Khashoggi and instituted a reign of terror in their own country. And many
why did none of these
now
people look human that you keep
Trump's
putting
own
up?
party are trying to stop him from selling massive arms.
We're just creating more amalgamation
that are running Saudi Arabia. This Mohammed bin Faisal actually arrested most of his fellow princes in Saudi Arabia. He extorted billions of dollars, maybe even
I find it hard to
from
disagree with what he's saying, though, honestly. It's one of the main reasons I pulled this video.
State in Saudi
He's
Arabia,
actually starting to
and
make sense.
he clearly was implicated in the murder of Khashoggi.
Imagine if he was
not
green.
a good
Human,
guy.
right?
And I know the president was warmly received when he went to Saudi Arabia, and he figures they're our friends. But so help me, we shouldn't be arming those people. I know we need a bulwark against the Iranian expansion, but the way to get it is not by backing a vicious dictator, and that's what he is, a vicious dictator who didn't hesitate to reach out beyond the borders of Saudi Arabia and have somebody murdered. We cannot support people like that.
Why is Pat Robertson correct? Why do I have to agree with Pat Robertson? What the fuck is happening? I mean, last time it was bad enough whenever he was like, yeah, this abortion stuff, it's not going to make it to the Supreme Court. So he disagreed with it pretty much just because he didn't think it was effective enough to be able to, overturn Roe v. Wade. But he's just automatically telling the fucking truth right here. This is scary as shit.
Yeah, I don't even know what's worse, this or true empiricism agreeing with Steve McRae. I mean, just...
Oh, yeah.
I usually have a hard time trying to agree with somebody who looks like somebody took like a blowtorch to a wax figure of the Keebler Elves, but like You seriously, like, no, there was nothing in what he just said that I disagreed with. Like, what the fuck happened? Did we die?
Something happened when he fell off that horse, if you guys recall that. I don't know. I think either that or the guy was right. We've entered another Mandela effect. And this one, our Pat Robertson now, he's not that fucking stupid.
Look, you're not giving Trump enough credit. Trump is bringing people together. Okay, we're agreeing with Pat
hatred of him.
I mean, kind of.
I'll tell you some people he's not bringing together: the FBI. Because fuck that.
What the fuck are you talking about, Earth? I think he just likes to
Earth, you're almost convincing me, man. Just a few $100 more.
NASA lovers and Nazi lovers. Oh,
dude, I'm egging him on in the chat.
That is.
That's pretty keep sending money. I'm not gonna complain.
I'll be streaming later. Make sure you carry on and try and convince me then.
Yeah, you totally should. Keep it going, man.
Two McChickens at a time. You'll convince me.
Hey, make it rain on the flat Earth. Let's see it.
Yeah. We got this guy into a debate once. He came into Red's channel, and it's some Spanish guy that I'm pretty sure was like on some kind of crazy drug because he just wouldn't stop talking. So, I mean, he'd probably be up for coming in and having a dumpster fire.
Only if he shares his cocaine.
Yeah.
I need more crazy people to interview, and for the fact that you actually started that fight, that was your fault. So,
sorry.
Yeah, that was Brother Ernest when I told him he was retarded and his wife is just as dumb. I had a list.
Oh, that was the very exciting stream where we saw like the beginnings of domestic violence. Wasn't that nice?
Yeah. Like I actually had to tell him to stop being so disrespectful to his wife.
Yeah.
Well, one of his wives.
Yeah.
How many has he got?
I can see why he's got so many.
He's got 2.
I can't see why they would stay with him, but
oh no, you don't love being told to shut the fuck up, quiet the fuck down while you're washing dishes. Your husband's screaming from stupid bullshit.
Can you not be quiet? You're interrupting
my favorite question was when he asked Craig, how many wives do you have? I really wish Craig said 1, but she's happy. So how many happy wives do you have? I think it's a
total yeah, like saying you've got more wives than me is like a better thing. I've been married for 12 years and I couldn't handle more than 1 wife. It's cool.
Yeah, seriously.
Hell,
maybe you told her to quiet the fuck down more often.
I couldn't handle the one I had, Craig. Don't feel bad.
Oh shit. So Earth is seriously class said, let's do it.
Ooh,
he wants to come in.
Can we get him a link?
Like, we're gonna
Love is bombarding children's website.
Dude, okay, dude, come on. For a $10 super chat, we will let you in.
You don't even have to eat the dog dick.
You don't even have to eat the dog dick.
For $20 super chat, Billy will give you a reach around.
That is if he shows
I'm pretty generous. I was gonna do that anyway.
Look at Vaughn going to town on that Avengers Go-Gurt. I love it. He double tapped that motherfucker.
That makes me want to buy Go-Gurt.
All that goo going straight down his. Never mind.
You just add that text to it when she keeps sucking.
When you nut and she keeps sucking, yes. Oh wow. Someone make that, please. Or I will. That needs to exist.
Oh shit. All right, we got a Rick Wild Vagina Neck says plant-based meat alternative something.
When you go to your favorite fast food restaurant, you're going to be eating a fake hamburger. You're going to go to the grocery store and buy a pound of fake hamburger or a fake steak, and you won't know that it was grown in some big corporation's laboratory. This is
Just
the
like your lips.
nightmare world that they're taking us into. They're changing God's creation. Why? Because they want to be God.
Jesus Christ.
They want to do exactly what Lucifer did before the flood. It's why God destroyed it. He said he regretted that he ever made mankind because they were destroying his creation. The Bible says God is coming back to destroy those who are destroying the earth.
Wait, why is this P.O. Box 690069?
Is an environmentalist. He takes this very seriously. He created this planet. He created the universe. And he's watching these Luciferians destroy his planet, destroy the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, change human DNA. Why? They want to change human DNA so that you can't be born again. That's where they're going with this.
Vegan burgers are satanic. Is that what you're saying? Vegan burgers are satanic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, I know some taste like shit, but I wouldn't call them satanic. I mean,
and not only that, but we have learned how to alter DNA to make you unredeemable in the eyes of God. Like, we have actually figured out a way to just, you know, alter your DNA so you just go straight to hell. So we found a loophole in God's plan. Sweet.
We're not Pokemon.
So much for that omnipotence and omniscience. We figured you out, bitch.
I thought I was going to evolve into Blastoise. What the fuck?
Why does America let all these crazy people on the telly? Who thought it would be a good idea to get this guy in the studio and mic him up? Who was the producer of this show having a laugh?
That's American freedom right there. You got enough money, you get studio time.
I don't know.
His producers laughing and not laughing, but loving this. Like, he probably agrees 100%.
Yeah.
Like, just like, this guy whose face cannot move is right. He's the genius.
The one thing Rick is missing, though, is he's not selling a product with his bullshit. Like, you know, Rick, what is it, Baker or whatever? He's got the bonus buckets, you know.
Jim Baker.
Yeah, this guy needs
Alex
fucking...
Jones has super male vitality. Like, he needs something to sell.
Fucking boner pills or something, dude. Like,
yeah.
No, it's probably gonna be it's gonna be his whatchamacallit.
Invest in gold.
Sharper image.
Oh fuck.
Sharper image.
Only an idiot would sell steak at Sharper Image.
Hell, even AIG has a warehouse full of books no one wants to read.
Hey, I like reading those books. They make me piss myself, dude. It's fucking great. Like, really? You motherfuckers printed this? Why? It's a good time. I suggest it. It's a good time.
Well, there you go. There's a cure for urinary retention problems. You just read those books.
This is cool. We got the cure. We got the cure for cancer. Just ask Biden.
There we go.
Thanks,
well, no, you might actually get cancer.
Thanks, who?
Billy, are you 35, dude? You got to run.
Oh, I thought he said Biden.
Joe Biden.
No, I'm 29. I had a few more years. I would love to run against Donald Trump. That'd be a good time.
Don't let anyone know about your
tomorrow. Can I run?
Dude, I would love. No, you're a woman. You can't run.
That's right. I have to be a robot in the visage of a woman to be able to run. I forgot.
Quasi-reptilian.
Yeah.
I am Hillary. I take skin off at end of day.
Oh shit.
Chelsea is really ugly.
Private opinion.
It's been a while since we fucking had this guy's videos on Pastor Greg Locke and Drop It, which is actually one of our t-shirts at our Teesprings, and I think Boo actually has the one and only poster that we have.
I still do. I do have it.
Still, $1. Still, I said $10, not $2. You fucking flat Earth idiot! God damn it!
We're not going to keep running. It's not a running tally. It's all at once. We need a lump sum.
It's all at once. Yeah, we're not playing this bullshit.
We're not going cumulative with this.
Yeah, who's got time to add? Fuck off.
Some serious money. Come on.
Who does that? Not me.
If you go to my PayPal right now and donate $500, I will guarantee that you get on the show.
Yeah.
$100 a piece. Is that your bullshit fake money? Or is it American money?
Oh.
God damn.
You keep
Well,
down
it's
over
about
there,
to be
Nicole,
worth
please.
nothing if you guys Brexit, and you guys Brexit means like, I will. We're fucked.
Brexit's just a start. We're taking over the world.
No, if you guys Brexit, I am buying so many
We weren't
pounds.
supposed
For
to
when you
tell
guys
anyone
fuck-
that. No one outside the UK is allowed to know about our plans for global domination.
Didn't you
Yeah,
guys try that and Shaka Zulu kicked your ass for a long time? Seriously?
That's what we want everyone to think. You know, we're everywhere. You don't understand. The British, we've integrated. We're everywhere. We're just waiting.
Y'all don't have
thought it was
Paul
the-
Revere now, motherfuckers.
I thought it was the Jews and the Jesuits that were doing that, according to the last guy a couple minutes ago.
The Zionists.
There you go, Zionists. That's
Well,
what it says.
The Brits are actually Zionists. They just they keep it on the DL.
This guy's going to expose you all. Better have a look at him.
Oh, jeez.
Hey guys, Pastor Greg Locke here. You ever wish somebody would just make a quick video and just say what everybody else is thinking about the nonsense of transgenderism?
I wish you would drive into oncoming traffic.
Well, here it is. There are only two. Yes, I said two. Not 3, not 10, not 100. 2 genders. You're a boy or a girl. That's it. I know Target can't figure that out. Figure out which bathroom you're supposed to use, okay? You're a boy or a girl. You're not in between. You're not both. You are one or the other. All this trans species. I think I'm going to be a dog. I'm a 45-year-old man. I think I'm going to identify as a cat or a dog or a pig. Well, you know what? I'm going to identify as a medical doctor and say, sir, you have a massive condition. Figure out life. Figure out biology. There's only 4 types of people I can figure out in all the world that even want to consider transgenderism. Number 1, people with multiple personality disorder. Number 2, you're demon possessed. Number 3, you're a kid whose parents is feeding you this nonsense and lying to you. Or number 4, you're being paid by the left to just look stupid on Facebook and the rest of the world. Listen to me. There's no such thing as a transgender person. It is ridiculous. It is wicked. Get ticked off. I don't give the flip of a wooden nickel. I'm not writing a book on how to win friends and influence people. The morality of America is sick. It's base. It's low. I'm telling you right now, there are 2 genders. That's it. There's no 2 ways around that fact. You can't change that biologically. There's no way around it. There's 2 genders. Anything more than that, and you're smoking a pipe dream and being intentionally deceitful. Hey, guys.
Pipe dream, bro.
And happy Pride Month, guys.
Does anyone get the impression that he's a little bit annoyed?
A little bit. He's annoyed by a lot of things. He's also really annoyed. He's also really annoyed if you go into his chat and ask him, you know, how's his first wife doing? Did she kill herself? That you asked him to do that? Oh, she didn't do that. Okay, that's cool.
I think there might be some closet issues here. He seems really pissed off about this.
That's where I was going. Like, I get the strong impression that like he hits up the truck stop bathrooms on Fridays and Saturdays. Like,
that's probably why he's mad. He's probably leaving the truck stop now, and he's like, it was supposed to be a girl.
Are you saying? Are you saying that his middle name is Glory Hole?
Yeah, truckers, when you stop at the local glory hole, just know that this is on the other side. If you can deal with that, then, you know.
Here's the thing. No wonder why he's pissed, because no one want to blow him because he's always talking about wooden nickels. He doesn't have actual fucking money. I'm giving a flip of a wooden nickel.
Wooden nickel. No, my question in all of this is, why the fuck are you so angry? Like, how does it affect you in the slightest? Who gives a shit?
It's because his dick can't get through the stall, like the gap of there. It's just not big enough to get through the gap of the so he's pretty upset. He's always the one blowing, not the one receiving the blow.
I'm sorry, but people that are that angry about things like this, I'm pretty sure that on a Saturday his name is Mandy.
Yes, yeah.
Oh God, please let that be a thing.
Our resident trans species, Grampy Lobster. He's the lobster, all right?
Yes.
And there's no way you can get around with that. So fuck off.
Yeah, man.
If he wants to be a crustacean, he could be a crustacean.
Yeah, and the second people start going to, like, they start talking transgender and they go into that, you're like, come on, bro. Stop talking about 2 different things.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the crazy people who want to argue the whole like trans species thing and stuff like that. Those are legitimate crazy people, and we don't give them any credit. Now, the people who say like I literally want to kill myself because I feel like I was born in the wrong body, that's a different thing. That's an actual like medical condition.
And it doesn't.
And the only way
affect
to alleviate
Pastor
their
Greg.
pain is to, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Like,
In the
like I said,
slightest.
it obviously does affect him because he's just really angry that he wants to be a lady.
You wanted
He
to be
looks
a
like
lady.
he's the
but
missing link. How come
Dad
every
took away
creature
the
looks like a
dog.
missing link? All of them do.
That's the redheaded guy. He's the missing link.
He kind of looks like when you start to create a character, and this is just like the default or whatever.
He's
Just some white dude
Commander
with a white
Shepard.
shirt.
Vanilla
and then you
vanilla
watch it.
Commander Shepard.
Yeah, you start looking at it like no one has a stupid ass haircut.
Yeah.
What the fuck even is this? Like, what is?
Holy shit!
It's called a crew cut for Jesus.
Just shave it off and start over. That's awful.
I feel like some kids in middle school like had that haircut for like a
Ooh,
month.
the front thing where you
Like it was
bleach your
gelled
tip.
together, like a fucking right angle on the front of their forehead.
Yes, I
Yeah,
had that haircut and puka shells.
So much beeswax.
So much beeswax.
No, I use that like that gab to be or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, the got to be glued shit.
Yes,
Dude,
there you go.
shit
That's
is
what it was
so
called.
fucking hard to get out your hair. Love that and
Trust me, I know. I also wore Jenko jeans one time. My grandma beat the fuck out of me. We talked about that.
I couldn't afford the Jinkos.
See, I wasn't poor.
Jen Morgan said the Kyle cut.
Oh damn.
So much shade in our chat right now. I'm avoiding it. Also, I'm still waiting for your $10 so you can come in.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
It's now been up to 20.
Yeah, we're charging interest on this.
Yeah.
It's educational fees because you can't seem to understand the concept of all at once.
Exactly.
It is true.
All right, we got to pull the band-aid off, guys, because we got a Wild Bill video.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Yay, we get to see Frank's family.
Windows Movie Maker.
This
I find myself vexed in my spirit over the targeting of American children by transsexual drag queens. We see disturbing reports of little boys being dressed up as little girls, dancing in gay bars as the homosexuals whistle and leer and throw money. Public libraries are hosting Drag Queen Story Hour where transsexuals read to little kids. Now, the goal of these activities is to lure children into a depraved life.
Transsexual and drag queens are not the same thing. Stop it.
Obviously they are. Didn't you hear him?
Listen to Eddie Lizard one time. No, like seriously, listen to Eddie Lizard one time. Has anyone heard his stand-up?
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to listen to him. He's like, I'm just a
Me and they asked
tomboy. I
me,
like getting
why are you
dirty and
wearing a
wearing drag.
woman's dress? It's like, I'm not wearing a woman's dress. These are mine. I bought them. That's it.
Can I just say that I know for a fact that Wild Bill does his research before videos, because every time he has a video where he's talking about drag queens, he's also got his wrist guard on. So he has been doing a lot of research online. So much so, in fact, that he has to actually have protective gear on his wrist. That is how much research he has done. So
Actually, that's
good
not
on you,
protective.
Wild
That's
Bill.
corrective.
Yeah.
Earth is flat. I don't know if you can count. That's $2, not $10.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We said all at once, you dumb motherfucker. And what's a globoration?
Try again.
I clearly.
He's trying to say
I'm so happy.
globortion.
Okay, that's not how you spell globortion. Like you added an
And
extra.
he's a flat earther. You can't expect him to spell. He can't even count to 10.
What's a globortion anyway? Like, are you gonna like? Abort the
He's
Earth
going to
'cause
abort
it's a globe.
Yeah, he's going to abort the globe from us, I guess.
Oh, so facts.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I mean,
abort facts from us.
That sounds
I
either that sounds really painful or oddly satisfying. One or the other.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
know.
both.
Google.
Sometimes it has to be one or the other.
What's the shape of the Earth?
According to Wikipedia, figure of the Earth is a term of art in geodesy that refers to the size and shape used to model Earth.
So
I just wanted you to be a sarcastic asshole to flat Earth.
Debunked. Billy debunked
now,
by
now,
Google.
now I'm getting murdered by Google when it becomes sentient. Thanks.
He
He
doesn't know how to change
the amount.
It makes sense why it's always $2.
True.
See, that's
You
how
know,
you
you-
do it. We got
Yeah, so when you
space
do it, you
comma
just kinda
comma
click
there.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
If you're on your phone, there's a little slider that you can go over. You know, you can choose it. And I think on here you get to kind of type it in, maybe. So just depends on what you use.
Either way, it's pretty simple.
You can do it.
And you
put your
also
back
can
into
pay
it.
more if you pay more.
Yeah. It's kind of like an arcade game. The more you pay, the longer you stay.
Yeah. You've just had a game over and you need to insert more money to carry on.
And just like an arcade game, you have to start all the way back at the beginning.
Yeah.
Number one, bitch, go.
I think every flat earther should take that advice.
Should we keep going on with this, or
do we need to?
No, I
He's
already
just
made
going
my
to say that transgender is wrong. That's basically it, right?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And by the way, at the beginning when I said Frank's family, it's because his wife is Cuban, and that's Florida.
Hashtag Billy's not a racist.
Hashtag Billy's not a racist.
I don't want to give too much away, but thanks for contributing to the project I'm working on, Billy.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be amazing. I'm probably gonna piss myself. That's gonna be great.
Are you gonna do a compilation of all the times Billy was ever vaguely racist?
I can neither confirm nor deny that I'm making a compilation about Billy saying vaguely racist things.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be awesome.
Sometimes less than vague.
Should we just go ahead and give this guy a link?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you want to set something up, Boo, and give me a link, I'll shoot it to him. And
we need your email, doofus.
Well, I got his email.
You got his email? That's dope.
There's a $2 processing fee. Get that email.
Oh, damn. All right, let's see.
He wants to give us a globe portion today because it's Flatter Day.
Oh, is it Flatter Day?
Guys, what the fuck happened to Alan Jackson? Like, I'm just looking on the screen here, and it's really sad.
Who's Alan Jackson?
No, that's
I forgot you're from
Michael.
Delaware. You pretend
That's
like country
Michael,
music.
Bran. It's Michael.
Yeah.
I don't listen to country music. No.
I don't either, but I know who that is. I mean,
like when you were a salty boy over that country music pop thing, I
Yeah.
didn't know what the fuck you're talking about. I still haven't heard it.
Old Town Road. You haven't heard that?
Yeah, haven't heard it at all now.
Wow, you are a lucky guy, and
My job plays it a lot,
it's quite.
and everybody
fucking
starts
awful.
singing. They played a
Yeah,
remix
I-
version with Achy Breaky Heart dude, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah.
All right, I sent him a
that,
link. We'll
like,
see if he comes
country
in.
trap beat shit?
Yeah.
It's garbage.
So this guy comes in. Are you guys prepared to just hear him repeat the same thing over and over? Because that's what's going to
Oh
happen.
yeah.
If he comes
Sure,
in, I'm
no,
just gonna go
that's
take a piss.
I mean, like I said,
It's waiting. He's got the link. So
Yeah, we're
all we
just
gotta
waiting to
do
see if he
is-
actually comes in.
If he comes in, I'll switch him in, and he can have a say.
and then when his
Ooh, that's gonna
time, and then when his meter runs out, you better add some more funds to it,
Yeah.
or he's getting booted.
Dude, we probably could do that.
In case you're watching Celtic, this is how it happens. You actually come in and not
Yeah.
From giving money.
And all you have to do, you don't even have to give us $10. You just got to eat the dog dick.
Yep.
Yeah, we have. That's right,
Live-
we do have that
live
one
Dicks are
there.
free.
That's all you got to do is eat the dog dick.
Wait.
See, I even got a little jingle for you. You know, it's like a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Well, you know, you just play that while you're eating the dog dick. It'll make it all right.
A
Thank you, Jizzy,
spoonful
for
of
those
dog dick makes you come on the show.
Yeah, basically. Jobs.
Yeah, let's go ahead
Dizzy
and,
Nine.
until he gets in, and we'll go ahead and do the next segment of Next Topic.
Oh, whore.